He looks like that mime I sometimes dream about. He tries to call for his mother, but he has a baguette in his mouth with a whole bunch of spiders crawling out of it.
Why are you staring at me like that?
You don't want to know. I'd like a therapy session.
It doesn't work like that. You need a doctor's referral.
Is that really necessary? My family doctor doesn't much like me. The last time I saw him, he locked me up in prison just because I set fire to City Hall.
Uh-huh. Then you're in the right place. That much is sure. But first, you need a referral.
Yeah. All right.
And in the meantime, I'll get a larger notepad.
I have a doctor's referral.
May I see it? Everything seems to be in order. Please lie down on the couch.
Well, you sure don't waste any time. You could at least put on some romantic music.
Just lie down, okay?
All right, all right.
All right. First, I would like you to tell me why you're here.
So, I've got this friend.
A friend. Uh-huh. I see. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He just lies around all day, doing nothing.
And, according to you, what should he be doing?
Well, something useful for a change, like saving the world, etc.
Saving the world. Don't you think that's asking a bit much of a single person?
Of course, it's practically impossible, but that didn't stop us before. We had many narrow escapes, but now, of all times, so close to victory, boom, count me out, nothing doing.
Well, I can understand your friend pretty well. He's under enormous pressure and probably scared.
Yes, naturally. That sounds like him. Black beard on the outside, yellow liver on the inside.
And quite rightfully so, don't you think? Save the world. That's a huge responsibility.
He can't split himself in three after all.
Exactly.
Unlike me.
As you say, he... say what?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty down myself when there was only one of me.
Whoa! Let's take this slowly.
Actually, that was mainly because of this stressful resurrection business. And, of course, the fact that I had killed my girlfriend.
I see. One thing at a time. Why, don't you just tell me a little bit about, yourself?
I often have the feeling that I don't belong.
Belong to what?
You know, everything. Deponia.
So you wish you were better integrated?
Jeepers, no. I just want to leave this place. Elysium is where I belong. Unfortunately, getting there is harder than I thought. At least as long as I'm trying to prevent this planet from being blown apart.
I see.
I'm afraid of transforming into someone I don't want to be. I last saw him yesterday when I brushed my teeth.
In the mirror?
Right.
And what's so terrible about him?
Oh, you know, Goal's ex-fiancée is an Elysian. A real sleazebag.
And you feel compelled to take over his role?
Yeah, that's the plan, yes.
And naturally, that makes you feel uncomfortable.
I hate this role.
You are tired of having to pretend.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, I'm impressed. Your use of complex metaphors to describe your inner turmoil is truly remarkable.
Yeah, what complex? But this isn't about metaphors. I'm talking about my evil doppelganger.
I see.
I'm racked with guilt.
Does that have anything to do with the factor that you, killed your girlfriend? Isn't that what you told me earlier?
Nah, it's fine. I revived her. I'm more worried about her going down the drain. She's only a baby.
I see.
I'm plagued by fears of failure. There's so much left to do, and so little time. Even splitting myself in three doesn't seem enough.
But you still seem pretty relaxed to me.
Oh, you thought I was talking about myself. No way. I'm super cool. I was referring to the other two me's.
I'm afraid this is getting a little too cryptic for me. You appear to be under a lot of pressure, but sometimes the best solution is to simply give up. Would that really be the end of the world?
Yes? Are you even listening to me? I was dead.
You mean you had a near-death experience?
Doesn't get any nearer.
What was it like?
Like a nightmare at first. Then, I remember a light, and eventually, I met my maker.
Really?
Yes, his name is Hermes. Cool guy, actually. Too bad he had to kill himself over me.
I see.
I could tell you about my childhood.
I'd like that, yes.
My foster father was the mayor in our village. At first he took me along to the city hall, but at some point I wasn't allowed back in because I accidentally declared war on the Shrapnel Coast. After that, I was mostly locked up by myself at home.
You didn't have a key?
No, I was still very young. But then, by the time I turned 4, I learned how to open those handcuffs using the underwire from Grandpa's bra.
I see.
Let's change the subject, shall we?
Do you feel embarrassed when you disclose all these things about yourself?
No. Why? Quite the opposite.
Well, you should.
But this is not really about me. It's about my friend.
Are you quite sure about that? Couldn't it be that this is primarily about you after all? That's nothing to be ashamed of, you know.
Wow, you're good. Everyone else always acts like there's something wrong with that. I would love to talk about myself again.
Yeah, I don't see how it could be prevented.
Let's
Do you
No.
Well,
I'm not here just to chat with you, actually.
you're expecting results. That's quite normal. If you have a hard time talking about your problems, we can begin with something else. How about a Rorschach test?
What? You're gonna lock me up in a shack with a lion?
It's an association game with cards.
Oh, a card game. Fine with me, but don't get your hopes up. I always win at cards because I'm the coolest guy there is. Much more so than my father, for example.
If you say so, let's get started then.
Penis! No, I mean, I'm ready.
So, what do you see in this picture?
Elysium, majestically enthroned high above Deponia.
And that does not worry you? You know the rumors about the Elysians giving the order to blow up Deponia, right?
Do I know them? I started them.
I see. Perhaps we should proceed with the next picture. What do you see here?
A gorgeous butterfly.
You what?
A butterfly, flitting through the air, not a care in the world.
I see.
Was that wrong? In that case, I would like to use my lifeline.
This is not about being right or wrong. It's just that most people see something different in this picture.
Most people are idiots. They wouldn't know a butterfly if it fluttered up their butt.
I see. Interesting. Let's look at the next picture. What do you see here?
Ah, that's my picture on the front page, as Man of the Year.
Please be serious, will you?
Hey, what do you mean? You're the one with the funny glasses.
Right. That's it. If you prefer goofing off instead of giving me some serious answers, then you've come to the wrong person.
But I only told you what I saw.
In that case, you should definitely leave. There is no therapy here for people like you. Maybe you should consult an exorcist instead. And please stay away from me. Far away.
I need another therapy session.
What? Again? Fine. Let's get it over with.
Can't you just write me a prescription of some kind? Oh, really, all this is taking much too long. While we're chewing the fat here, part of me is already halfway to Elysium, while the other part is still roaming the sewers.
Bravo! That was a very figurative and extremely precise piece of self-analysis. You are making enormous progress. The last thing I want to do now is put you on medication.
Rats, rats, rats! Oh, come on. Just give me a few uppers and we're done.
That is out of the question. First, I need to learn more about your case. Then I will decide whether some kind of drug therapy seems appropriate.
Oh yeah? If you're that keen on seeming appropriate, why are you wearing those pants? This is just a waste of time. I'm out of here.
Well, I can't force you to stay. The restraints are at the cleaners. Come back when you're ready to take these sessions seriously.
A whole cabinet full of prescription psychotropic drugs. Well, if I can't get Bozo back to his old self with that, then I don't know what else to do.
Hands off! The antidepressants are for patients who are not beyond hope.
Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative. Classy. I bet they'd look good on goal. Welcome to Morbid Moe's Rope Barn. Eleganza, the rope for the fashion-conscious woman. Velvety. It flatters the neck. Two ropes for the price of one. Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative. Will you look at that? Apparently, the knot will be worn more to the left in the upcoming season.
Ah, I see you are interested in our flyer.
Very much so.
Excellent! You'll find all the important information on our products in there. There's even a small preview of the upcoming winter fashions on the back. If you are subject to winter depression, you should act now. Many models are out of stock during the holidays. What are you doing?
I'm making a paper airplane. What else?
But my beautiful flyer!
Well, we'll see if it's a beautiful flyer in the test flight. A friendly, dynamic guy with an open smile inspires a lot of confidence. Where would we be without my excellent grasp of human nature? Yoo-hoo!
Good day to you, sir. Would you like to buy a rope? We have exactly the right rope for every neck.
What are the financing options?
A man with gallows humor. I like that. But we only accept cash, unless, of course, you're participating in our rebate campaign. With 30 points, you get a toaster with a fixture for the bathtub.
Nah, I don't really know. I think I'll take a look around first.
Of course. Take your time, and don't hesitate to ask if you need any help trying something on.
He looks grumpy. I better not bother him. He looks grumpy. I better not bother him. If Barry behaves himself, he'll get to type out my biography someday.
Barry! There's somebody at the door!
I heard it!
Chase him off! I need quiet for the cover story! You know, about that idiot who almost got us all killed!
Yeah, I know!
Psst. Rufus, come in! But please be very quiet, okay?
He looks grumpy. I better... If If Barry behaves himself, he'll get to type out my biography someday. Hey, Barry, why so sad?
Oh, Rufus, it's terrible. Everyone says you aren't a hero. You're an idiot. They say you brought down the end of the world upon us.
Ah, they're just jealous. I'm totally swell, and you know it.
I don't know what to think anymore. I haven't been able to get a single shot of your heroic deeds.
Well, you just aren't as good a photographer as I am.
If only I had just one photo as proof of your selflessness.
Yeah, that would be great for me. You know what? I'll make you a deal. I'll find the subject for another heroic deed, and you'll get your photo. Agreed?
Oh, that would be so great!
I'll be right back. Things look black for the Orcanon. Yerk, as in, it would be most yerksome if I can't find a use for this. There's only one single letter in the typecase. A capital Yerk. Isn't this needed?
No. Whatever for? There are hardly any words that contain it, and we already reported on the Satyr Knuckles in our winter special, Mythological Physical Extremities.
Oh yeah, I think Tony had that issue. Whatever for?
The cover story was about centaurs.
Oh yeah, of course, I remember. The future is not yet written, at least not on this piece of paper.
And? Have you found a good subject?
Thousands! But we want it to be extra impressive. These things can't be rushed. Of course! If you make the nose of a paper airplane heavier with a weight, it'll fly farther! I knew my long career as a parking offender would eventually pay off. Is it really that hard to make these things stable? Just FYI, this time I'm breaking it off on purpose. Well, of course, I mean I'm going to adjust it just a little bit more. Oopsie. The reception is okay, but I'm absolutely certain on this frequency, all I'll get is some idiotic ham radio operator.
This is the high-security frequency of the Edison Virological Hazardous Waste Eradicator. How can I help you?
I hope this won't happen again. Please excuse me, wrong number. Take care.
Say what? We're supposed to open the container and release the zombie viruses into the air?
What? No, abort! Abort!
Password verified. Virus container opened. I hope you know where to...
Yeah, you have a nice day too. Please be very, very quiet. After all, we must assume we're surrounded by evil, people-eating monsters. No, please, Let's see whether I can feel something. Uh-huh, there's a crevice in the rock. There's a crevice in the rock. Here we go. Yikes! Not so loud, Goal! You'll wake up the dangerous beasts! Here we go. Yikes! Not so loud, Goal! You'll wake up the dangerous beasts! There's something growing there. Some kind of moss or brush. There's something growing there. Some kind of moss or brush. Here we go. Yikes! Not so loud, Goal! You'll wake up the dangerous beasts! This is dry, long, and thin. No doubt about it. It's the plot of Secret Files Tunguska. Or a low-hanging branch. Either one. This is dry, long, and thin. No doubt about it. It's the plot of Secret Files Tunguska. Or a low-hanging branch. Either one. Here we go. Yikes! Not so loud, Goal! You'll wake up the dangerous beasts! This is, what? A pacifier? At least, it feels like a pacifier. Somewhat drooly. And, well, pacifier-shaped. Here we go. There. That should shut her up for now. Here we go. I got it! There, the kindling is stuck in the crevice. And now? Here we go. Ha! Got it! Hey, sure, I can light a fire this way. Ha ha! Success! Is there anything I can't set on fire? Say something, Goal. Goal? Uh-oh. Very funny. Just so you know, that was all part of the plan. And anyway, we have more important things to do now. We have to find that what's-it acid and turn you back into a real person. Wow, look at that! I landed right at the foot of the Upper Ascension Station, the site of the Orgonaut headquarters, and the birth of the last high boat to Elysium. I need to be careful from now on. Well, more careful than usual. This place is crawling with Orgonauts. They're obviously withdrawing from the city. I wonder what they're planning. Maybe I can eavesdrop.
Move! Hurry us up! There are still some crates that are bound for Elysium. No, not that one. It's supposed to go to the 3rd intermediate level.
Yoo-hoo! Huh? What was that? Anybody there? Hello! Nah, probably just my imagination. Oh, rats. Nobody there. The entire Orgonaut is withdrawing to the headquarters. It'll be difficult to sneak in there undetected. That is the Upper Ascension Station, somewhere up there. The last high boat to Elysium is waiting. What a pity the Orgonaut has their headquarters here of all places. What are the chances I could fight my way through the whole tower to Ascension Customs? 50-50? Huh. Finally, something around here works. I bet the other two aren't doing as well. Those idiots. Huh? What's that?
And to conclude today's show, I have a very special treat for you. You all know him, you all love him, and here he is now with his current smash hit, Cowboy Dodo, with Look at Me!
A solar-powered, illuminated sign.
You don't know what you want, where you stand. There's no plan except the one with the big old label goals for the future. Come on, you choose.
They're playing Cowboy Dodo.
You're seeking exclusivity, that's okay, man, for it suits you. Style of life, you're self-sufficient like a cop. I with persona, never pull a thing off sober. But if you did it beyond your own account, you never ask if I should skip every tutorial. You have your own views, never cited any editorial. Well, not so far, amigo. What's off of your big ego? The only thing that's bugging me is every time that we go. Hey, what's up, bro? You go, why is every moron struck by luck? Why am I stuck in the muck while every jerk is what the look? If you never ask for help and suit yourself with LV, you wanna know how it's been done? Just look at me. Does it hurt to face the fact? Have your options track it checked? Die an actor remedy, just look at me. Did your diopter quadruple? Need your loopholes for your pupil? Is it still too hard to see? Well, look at me. They call me Cowboy Dodo. Cowboy Dodo.
What do you know? The Orgonaut is a Cowboy Dodo fan. Now that he's distracted, I just have to find an open crate, preferably one that will be taken to Elysium, and then it's Goodbye Deponia. Pity the goal isn't here. I shouldn't have left her fate in the hands of that stupid other Rufus. Same old story. If you want something done right, do it yourself. I bet those other two aren't doing as well as me. Those idiots.
They call me the Cowboy.
Oh, look at me, twerp. Whatever. As long as his yowling distracts the guard, I'm not going to complain. It's such a nice day outside, and I'm hanging out in the sewer. Something's moving back there. You said, what? Are you calling me a scaredy cat? Yeah, okay. You're welcome to go look for yourself, Miss Loudmouth. Yeah, you see? She's alive. That's the most important thing. Once you're big again, I will never kill you, chop you in thirds, or turn you into an infant again. I promise. Oh, golly. You forgive everything I do. That's what I like about you.